and others that are putting it in there as he talks to us about unity and however you would like to close us out.
I totally agree with your comment on unity. Not having it makes us vulnerable. I always say, when I look at the amount of the negativity that I get, and again, it's not a lot of people, but they're so consistent with the negativity. I could think of 4 people on YouTube. They don't let a week go by without making a disparaging video about me, even though I've never met any of them. But I say to myself, wow, if the United States government wanted to target me right now, they have it easy. They have it easy because there's a community of people who look like me, who have went out of their way for free to assassinate my character.
Not for free. Now say that again. Say for free. For free.
On the platform, and I don't want to say anything negative about it, but Bois Watkins played a significant role in the proliferation of negative information about me. He played a significant role. He questioned my credentials. He questioned the money for the school. So Bois Watkins is just as guilty as everyone else. And I'm just putting that out there because it needs to be clarified. He played a significant role in putting negative information out in the airways about Dr. Umar Johnson. But with that being said, as I said, what makes it hard.
Well, let me just say this let me just say this. I'm not going to interrupt your truth on what you're just saying. I do know that Dr. Bois has been willing to reach out and to speak to you. I do know that. And I do know that notwithstanding, he's made his platform available, obviously, for you to speak on. And I believe, if I'm not incorrect, that I believe he also donated to the school. And in the event that he wishes that he had dealt with the situation perhaps differently, that perhaps is a different story. But I think that he has been willing to deal with that, even behind the scenes, to talk, to connect with you. And I'm not sure that that was that either perhaps, I don't know what the details are, and I don't want that aired live on television right now. And I don't think that that's fair with him not being here to at least be able to respond to it, seeing that this is his platform. And he has made it very clear that to have you on, he's open to any of that, and certainly I'm sure would be willing to even talk to you even after this broadcast is over or at your convenience.
Let me say this without interruption, if I can.
Sure.
Without interruption, if I can. I was not present when he attacked me on all those videos that he did. I was not present. Okay, let me say this. The videos that Bois Watkins made attacking me, they are all still up on YouTube. Every last one of them. I'm just keeping it real right now. Don't tell me somebody has apologized for putting out misinformation about me when they haven't even recanted the misinformation. Now, let me give you a parable. W.E.B. Du Bois, how he threatened to destroy the work of Marcus Garvey. After Marcus Garvey was dead, W.E.B. Du Bois wrote a letter to Marcus Garvey's widow, Queen Mother A.J. Garvey, for whom he thanked for bringing to us the philosophy and opinions of the most honorable Marcus Garvey that influenced every black leader after him, from Elijah Muhammad on down, all of them drunk from the cup of Garvey. Most of them were members, even though their organizations don't like to admit it. But be that as it may, he wrote a letter to Queen Mother A.J. Garvey apologizing for the role he played in destroying Marcus Garvey. What good is your apology after what you already did? You helped destabilize the greatest movement we had. So, although I don't hold grudges, and I can forgive anybody if an apology is sincere, don't ever tell me somebody has apologized for undermining the only movement we got to save black boys in this country that is not being financed by white folks, to build a school that does not exist, and you attack that time and time again with multiple videos, claim to be sorry for it, but you still got the videos up. All due respect, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. With that being said, that goes right into unity. With unity, the reason why it's difficult to achieve it is we don't hold each other accountable. People commit wrongdoing against other Africans all day, every day, and we don't hold them accountable. Somebody, if I do something wrong to you, people who share both of us as friends or associates just say, Doc, you were disrespectful to the queen. You're still my man. but you're going to have to apologize to her because she was just a little bit raw with the system. That's what we need to do with each other. Hold each other accountable, but we don't do that. We will see wrong and we will turn a blind ear to it if the person who committed the wrong is able to help us. See, black people operate on the same principle as white folks do because they trained us. And that's the principle of opportunity. It's not just wrong because it was wrong. It all depends who did it. That's what determines if it was wrong. That's how we operate. So it's hard for black people to trust each other. It's hard for black people to unify with each other because when we allow injustice to happen with each other and then turn around and demand it from white folks, that makes us hypocrites. How the hell are we going to go to the white man and say, y'all owe black people justice? Y'all need to give black people truth, justice, and equality. We don't even give that to each other. You go on YouTube, there's slanderous video after slanderous video. I'm not talking about me. I can deal with it. Okay? If I left the earth today or tomorrow, my history has been shown for what I did for the race. If I died today, no school. With no school. There's no one who can stack up to what I've done in my 20 years of professional work. Nobody. Okay? But separate from me, I look at all the other people who attack each other, and this and that, and the slander, and the gossip. Put somebody down, throw them to the bus, and just say, yeah, family, we got to love each other. I've seen people do this on videos. We don't have no integrity in the black conscious movement. So when we talk about unity, there can't be no unity unless there's first truth. And it can't be truth unless people are held accountable. Until we start holding each other accountable in the black community, whether that's in the black conscious or the general black community, we will never be able to forge unity. Because I got to know that if you do me wrong, you will be held accountable for it. And you got to know that if Dr. Umar does you wrong, you will be held accountable for it. As long as we do not hold each other accountable, so as long as it's each other in the black community, there won't be no trust. No trust, no unity. There is no unity without trust. And there can't be trust without justice. And justice begins with accountability.
And indeed, that is so very true. And certainly I'll say this, I don't run from truth. I don't even as no matter how uncomfortable that might be, but I do want to say this. We must differentiate. We must differentiate between when someone may be criticized, and again, Dr. Bois gave to your school, based on what my understanding.
I have no record of Watkins giving to my school, and if he did, I will gladly return his donation.
Okay, I don't. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on.
No, let me finish.
Doctor.
Right now.
No, Dr. Umar. No. What it is
wrong, though.
No. This is. Wait a minute. Whoa.
The hell out of my league on multiple videos and you're defending him right now.
No, sir. No, what I'm
saying was wrong once, and that's what I'm talking about.
No, you're missing. No, sir. Ma'am, please.
On this platform, you feel obligated to defend what that man did, even though you know it was wrong. Even though you know it was wrong, you're going to defend it because you're on his platform, and that's what I'm talking about.
Doctor,
we don't get beyond that.
Dr. Umar.
We'll get to a point where we can unify.
Dr. Umar.
You have to be able to say it was wrong, but you can't because you feel beholden to him.
No, but
Dr. Umar ain't beholden to nobody.
What I feel beholden.
As the truth needs to be spoken.
Excuse me, with all due respect, some of the videos that you're talking about, mostly all of them, in fact, I have not even seen to specifically even say, quote unquote, I know that he did you wrong. That's not at all what I'm saying. My wish is that he would be at least on the platform, is my point, so that he's able to speak for himself. That's what I'm trying to.
Why? But he's not being slandered right now. I'm not slandering Bois Watkins. I'm simply giving notice that Bois Watkins has slandered me. Now, if I was calling him a thief as he called me, if I was questioning his degree as he questioned mine, you could call that slander. I'm not slandering that man. I'm simply saying that the man slandered me on multiple videos. And I got a problem with you sitting up here saying that, oh, well, we can't discuss him if he's not on the platform. You damn right I'm discuss him. I'm not going to put him down, but I'm going to say what he did. Because you're not going to sit up here and say, well, he cleared that up. He didn't clear nothing up.
I never said, excuse me, sir, you did not hear me say about clearing it up. That is not what I said. My point was the effort in terms of him trying to reach out to you to discuss this. And I even said,
he still got the videos out there. Let me ask you a question.
I'm not done. No, I'm asking, would you please allow me? You said,
disrespecting you all, but I say I want to clear the air with the queen, but I'm not going to take the videos down because they're some of my most watched videos. Is that sincere to you?
First of all, you've said that before, and that's what I'm trying to respond to. If you would please allow me to respond. I don't
even want to discuss that no more, sister, because it's clear to me you have a conflict of interest in being able to deal with this in an honest way.
No, excuse me.
I don't need a platform. My platform way bigger than Bois Watkins could ever be. I need this platform.
Dr. Umar, would you please?
Because you need a platform, you can't say you have a problem saying something was wrong. You have a problem saying something was wrong because you don't have a professional relationship with the person who did it. And I understand.
Excuse me, Dr. Umar, would you please show me some respect? Would you please?
You cannot hold people accountable when the people that need to be held accountable are doing something personally for us. And that's our problem as a people. Would you please allow me to respond now, sir? You never allowed me to speak. You talked over me the whole time I was speaking. But go ahead,
I'm very surprised by this conversation because I don't need anybody's platform. The beauty of having Fly Nubian Queen for me is a matter of a life-saving situation. That notwithstanding what I'm physically going through, to be able to still make some kind of difference from where I stand in my situation. That is what I appreciate about Dr. Bois. That's all I was, that's, first of all, that's my purpose of being here. So it's not me beholden to nobody. And with what I've dealt with and the work that I've done, my boots on the ground, my blood, my dollars, and the time I was behind prison, can't nobody tell me nothing, beholden to nobody. But I had an opportunity to do some things with some powerful Black activists in the state in order to try to get off, and I refuse to compromise. So I don't appreciate you making that inference about me. The second thing that I want to say is I just said to you, excuse me, Dr. Umar, please.
So what you defending for then?
I'm trying to say.
Why would you? If you don't know the situation,
sir.
Why were you so quick to jump in? Say that Bois Watkins has said, he wants to clear it up, and you should have just let my comment stand because it was not a slanderous comment.
Excuse me.
All I said was Bois Watkins played a major role in the proliferation of misinformation and my positions in my school. You should have left it there. If it requires no response from you, but you felt the need to defend his wrongdoing because you're on his platform. I'm not questioning what you do for the community.
I felt the need.
All I'm saying,
excuse me.
It is clear.
I asked you a few minutes ago.
Admittedly, don't even know the whole story about what he did. So why would you defend somebody and you don't even know the whole story about what they did?
As I just mentioned before, and I'm going to end it here in terms of my response, because I don't feel like you're allowing me to say what I need to say about this situation.
You're not allowing me to say it either.
I've let you responded. I let you say everything that you needed to say about that, and I was trying to respond to it.
Keep cutting him off.
I'm back to.
Vicky,
I'm going to make my response. Excuse me. Please.
You got to defend your side.
Yes.
So you won't keep running back. So you just keep running back to it then. But you could have left it alone.
It's respectful.
Left it alone.
It's
you got to keep back to clean it up. And like I said, that's the problem with Black folks. Because what he did was trifling as hell, but you gotta defend him because he's helping you out.
Okay.
So you need to clean him out.
Okay, family. You all just experienced and heard what he just said. And to the family, I say this. My point is not about me trying to defend, quote unquote, Dr. Bois Watkins. It was about the fact of being fair so that he's able to speak and defend himself. The other issue that I wanted to say is that Dr. Umar has a reputation of attacking other people, and other people have felt that he was disrespectful to them. Other people have felt like him cussing them out. Other people have felt like things that he said about other prominent people in the Black community. They felt that what he said
what the hell are you saying?
And he's not apologized. So what I was going to say is his perception of being questioned and critiqued. He might be construing that. That's what I was going to say. Not me having known, saw all of the videos he's referring to. And I'm talking to you, family, because he's no longer on. He just hung up.
All right, Vicky. don't quit your day job. Do not quit your day job. The worst interviewer ever, ever. Bye.